What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Rent This, Flip That, where we take old properties and turn them into gold mines. That's right, we either flip them for a profit or we hold for rental purposes. Today we are in an Airbnb in Elberta, Alabama, and we have a little situation. That's right, a couple years ago, a big hurricane blew through, and we were about 90% rent ready on this property right here. And it was a big one, so it came through and did a lot of stuff. Now, we've done a lot of things over the past couple years to get this thing back to rent ready, but one thing we have not focused on at all was this awning over here. Now, as I said, it's been that way for about 2 years, and I don't think it's going anywhere, but just for peace of mind purposes, I feel like it's time to straighten this thing back up and get it square again so that when people are renting it, they feel safe to pull their vehicles underneath. All right, so let's go over here and take a look at what we're dealing with and what we're gonna have to work with and how we're gonna try to remedy this situation. Let's go. All right, check it out. So like right here, you can see it's tight in the back here, but it's gapped up in the front. Now this is the right side. And I was thinking that these L brackets were actually bent out and the ones over there were bent in, but they seem to, I guess because of that little crease right there, they didn't bend. It was just the little piece of metal in between bent, and so it's causing it to you know, bow this way. So let's go take a look at the other side. Yeah, see, now as you can see, the gap is on this side over here, and then it's tight over here. So I think what we're gonna try to do is just push this whole thing over there, get it braced up, drill a couple holes in here, and I got some lag bolts that I'll stick through. I also bought these right here. Now these are kind of thin, so they're gonna act more like, you know, when you're tying a car on a trailer and you tie it from the front and tie it from the back. I figured if we put a 45-degree up like that and we put a 45-degree up like that on all four corners, once we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 bolts in these things over here, it should hold pretty good, I believe, because I got 3/8 bolts. So once I lock them straight, I don't see the bolt allowing it to flex back in the other way. So that's the plan of attack for today, guys. I went and bought me a brand new drill bit today for drilling through metal. Even though I have one, I just feel like I'm gonna wear it out. But we do have an impact drill, and we're gonna be using that to drill some of these holes. And we do have wrenches and sockets and everything else to put these bolts in. Looks like it's going to be a fun project. So if you got something like this going on at your house and you need to get that thing straightened out, then maybe you can take some inspiration from something we do today, or maybe something we do will give you an idea to come up with something for yourself in your own situation. All right, guys, I think we've wasted enough time talking. Let's go in here and start getting some work done. All right, here we go. All right, so just looking at this over here, I mean, I got me a couple 2x4s, and I know I need to push it and brace it, but I don't really want to attach it to this, so I'm hoping that this little lip right here
will suffice in holding it. At least that's the plan.
If that works, great. If not, then we'll have to pull out some stakes, sledgehammer, and some screws and make this happen. But anyway, let's see what we can do. Yeah, but you might need to help me push.
Push on this?
Yeah, just push. Yeah, just grab that pole and push over. Right there, hold that. Now put it against the pole. All right, you see what's happening here? We're gonna try to push it until it goes up underneath there. All right. All right, keep on going. Can you hold that? Uh-huh. Okay. All right, look at it.
One on that spot?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what that looks like.
Everything's tight. All right, so I'll just inch this thing over until I get it over. You gotta come help me push again. All right, that's got that one in there. What are you talking about? It's okay. All right, come over here. Help me push. You can push on that one. Almost there.
To go under that thing?
Yeah. All right, hold that. Let me move it down some, okay? Right there. Ready? Go. Yeah.
That fell way down.
Yeah, we got the crack going the other way now. Thank you.
Yeah?
That's it. All right, let's go check and see. Oh, this one still needs to go a little bit. It looks like it is about 3/4, 7/8, and 4 foot. Let's see what we got back here. This one's opposite. It needs to go that way, like 1/4 of an inch and 4 foot. So, but let's see what this side says. Bought those pool noodles. Yeah, this is saying it needs to go this way, like 1.5 inches. So I bought those pool noodles so we can cut this out here, and it won't cut nobody, but people keep bumping their head. As you can see, it's bent right there, so I'll take care of that. Let's see if this matches over here. It's saying we need to go this way, so yep, the uppers. Oh my goodness, that's quite a bit. That's like 1.5 inches. That's weird. All right, so maybe we might need to put something inside here too to push this side, but I don't know how we're gonna attach it. These 2x4s are pushing at these cracks right here, so it's not pushing it over. It did at the beginning part of it. It started pushing it over to get, but at this point it's so tight that it's just pushing it in like this and making it buckle into this. So we're just pushing in right here now. Okay. Whereas we really need to, if we could get these right here, down here, on the second part, where it's solid, that might be better. That might be what we need to do. I think I'll try that. That'll make a lot. All right, let go. See if that stays.
I'm gonna let go.
All right.
You good for a minute?
Yep. All right, let's see if we can push this thing. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna push over here. You're gonna have to push over there.
Over there?
Yeah. All right, so we got this cross brace over there, and I'm hoping to, to act like you're squaring something up. I'm gonna have Kelly get on the other side and push. These are probably gonna fall, so we'll just have to reset them. But what's happening is we're getting too much, we're pushing over on that side, so it's wanting to push in at the joint right there as opposed to just pushing the whole thing over. So I think I'm gonna help it out a little bit by pushing on this one, so not all of the weight is being pushed from that side. I wanna get some from this side. And I've screwed these two together right here so we can push again. It's kind of like when you're trying, plumb up some garage walls in your house. If you're building a house and you got these big, huge walls, you gotta put two braces together because they don't make 2x4s that long. So that's what we're doing right here. We're gonna try to knock this over. Kelly?
Are we trying
We're
to
going
put
to
that just on the other side of that?
Yes.
So it's there? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And we have to move it 1.5 inches, so.
Ready?
Yes. It's not moving, is it?
Let me get on this one, maybe. All right, rock.
Watch that 2x4, it's gonna fall.
Yeah, I'll get on this one. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Rock.
Oh, you know what? Let me try this.
Sledgehammer or something? Hey, is there a chance? No, stop for a second, babe. That's cracked. Okay? That's gonna snap. Like any kind of pressure on that's gonna snap. It's gotta crack all the way through the board.
Yeah, that's fine. I definitely feel like it moved some.
Are there? Do we have something you can screw there in that big crack?
No. Hey, lift that up in the middle. Let me see if this moves.
This?
Yeah.
More?
Yeah, it's not moving. All right, let's go see what we got.
You good?
Oh man, that looks good. That looks good. And Kelly is pulling up right there, so we'll go ahead and stick that stick up underneath there so it won't flex back down. Boom, son. Look at that. This was the one we couldn't get over, but as you can see now, it's pretty plumb. It's dead up. Oh, look, there's a below it, like a battery operated. Here they are. All right. So I don't know if you guys know anything about this, so we looked it up because I wasn't sure. You know, I don't do a lot of drilling into metal, but this says cobalt drill bit, and then there was a titanium drill bit. What is the difference? It said that the cobalt lasts a whole lot longer and makes it a little bit more easier for penetrating stainless steel, which I believe that's kind of what we got going on here, unless that's just some real thick aluminum. But I don't know. I figured I wanted to do something that would actually penetrate it pretty good. So we went with the cobalt. It was about $3 more expensive than the other one. This one I believe was 18 and the titanium was 15. So going for the best here. 15 times the life. Let's do it. Well, now here is going to be your difference. You see that? That won't fit in my hammer drill. But the other one, the titanium one, would. So that's going to be the difference. We're going to have to go get a drill for this. All right, we're ready. I know it's a weird place to start. We're starting over here on the side towards the house with the middle one. And as you can see, this one is dead plumb. That one over there is a little bit past. That one is good. Those over there are a little bit too much. Like it was leaning that way and we leaned it a lot that way. In the front, it's dead plumb, but I hate to do those because, well, it looks a little bit risky over there. So we're gonna go ahead and knock this one out and then maybe we'll move to the front and work ourselves around on all four corners, and that way we'll see what happens. Basically, the goal is to get it straightened. I don't even think I'm going to be able to get all 10 sticks plumb, but that's the goal, is to get as close as possible. All right, here we go. First drill, first hole.
Ten minutes later.
We're through. And it does look like you got both pieces of metal, so that's good. That is good news. I can't tell you how high that thing goes up, but I imagine that's pretty hot. Oh yeah. Let that thing cool down, man. It did some work right there. All right, let's get it. All right, so I did buy these bolts here. These are 3/8 bolts, and like I say, I got a 7/16 bit. So I'm gonna make sure I could get in there without any issues. And that's gonna go through just fine. I kind of wish I would have got the 3/8 bit, but I actually do have a 3/8 titanium bit, and I'm gonna try that just to see what it does. But that's gonna work like that. So, got these washers.
These nuts.
Just gonna go through here and put a nut in every single one of these, and then be done with it. It's a 25 pack, so I could probably put one on each side. All right, so this next one, I did find my 3/8 titanium bit. I was able to put it on the hammer drill. So we're gonna try it over here and see how it works, and then just see how tight the hole is around the screw. So I definitely don't want no movement in it. If I get it perfect, and then as I take the braces off, that little bit of air around the screw makes it move just a little bit, I've kind of defeated my purpose, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see how this titanium bit works.
I will save you guys the torture. This is not how you drill through metal. And after this next incident, I figured it's probably time for me to take a break, grab a beer, sit on the porch, and watch some YouTube videos on how to drill through metal.
All right, I'm gonna check that hole with the bolt before I go through, because if it ain't gonna go through, ain't no sense in trying the rest of the way, huh? Oh, that's beautiful. That's gonna work nice. All right, as long as this titanium bit holds up, we'll use it. It's a shame we spent $18 on the other one, though.
Well, this turned out to be an epic fail. As I stated before, I have no idea what I'm doing, but after watching some YouTube videos, I realized what I was doing wrong. Full credit goes to these two YouTube channels for helping me out.
Looks like we'll be doing the 7/16 from here on out. Wow! That is insane. Yeah guys, that thing is gone. And not only that, but it's hot. It's actually hot for me holding it right here all the way to the tip. Wow. So it looks like we'll be using the cobalt and
it also looks like I need to buy a new titanium 3/8 drill bit.
Man, I wonder if I just need to start over with my hole on this side and go back through like I did that. That way I can steer clear of whatever these things are. Those things are hard, huh? All right, well, it wouldn't go through that, that's for sure. We made it. All right, guys, so it is day 2. We kind of ran out of daylight last night. We didn't get one drove in there or any on this side. But what we did was we drilled these holes through here. I learned about how to drill through metal. And what was happening was I was drilling through 2 pieces of metal, so I wasn't having very good luck. So today we're only drilling through a single layer of metal, which is down here somewhere. And I'll show you what the plan is. This is what I did. When we took all the braces off over there on that side, I thought that because this sleeve was down in here, and because it was so cracked towards the front, that if we leaned it back and overcompensated by putting the crack in the back there, by the time we put the metal between both pieces of metal, there's no way that that thing would slide up because the screws here would hold it from moving at all. But when you pulled those braces over there off, this whole thing just said right back where it was. So here is plan B, what we're going with today. And I think this is going to work out a little bit better because I'm only having to drill through 1 layer of metal. And this is kind of like just collar ties in a house, so to speak, but on the side there. So that's what we're going to do today, see if it works out. I'll check back with you and let you know how it worked out, whether it worked out or whether I'm just going to give up and tear this whole thing down. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Holla. So I wanted to go over a couple things that I learned by checking on the YouTubes. I had to go to the YouTubes to check out how to drill a hole into metal, and I realized I was doing it completely wrong. I was going really, really fast. Why? Because I do wood, and I thought that, like with wood, I'm not going to use my bit like slow to drill a hole through wood, so I thought it was the same. I actually just put it on fast speed, and what that does is that gets the metal real, real hot. You can, this right here was a brand new bit. It's a 3/8 bit, and like I haven't ever actually used it before, so today I did, and you can see it looks like somebody cut it with like a metal cutter, like just snipped it with like metal scissors, and that's from using it, spinning it very, very fast through the metal. So what I found out is you're supposed to lubricate the area that you're supposed to be drilling holes in. You also want to maybe start with a center punch so that your drill bit doesn't walk. But I actually have this bit right here, which is a titanium bit. If I go at a slow pace, it'll probably give me a good starter hole, because they suggest if you have to go with a big hole, start with a small bit first and drill your hole and then move up to the bigger bit. So I got this to start new holes, but as you can see, I've already started with the 7/16 hole over here. So I'm gonna lubricate it up, slap the 3/8 bit in that I just bought. That's right, I went and bought a new Milwaukee 3/8 bit because I thought the holes needed to be a little bit more tighter around the screws. And since I wore this one out going really, really fast, I'm gonna try the new method I learned on the YouTube by using lubrication and going slow. You know, I can see the method behind this. All right, now I'm going to put this little titanium bit in here and try to drill me a small pilot hole on the other side, and hopefully it'll go through and tap that thing so I can stick the 3/8 bit in and finish it through on the other side. All right, here we go. Don't forget, you got to use WD-40. All right, and that's just to keep the bit lubricated, you know, so it don't get too hot. All right, here we go, going in. Oh yeah, we can reach the other side. Oh, another thing they said was to make sure you keep constant pressure against it. All right, so I believe that pilot hole is started. I'm gonna switch bits over now and go to the 3/8 bit. I'm gonna go ahead and lube it up again. See if we can't get this sucker drove through there. Feels like it's going through. I'll try to put my body weight into it. Well, yeah, guys, that went through a whole lot easier. So now we know how to drill holes in metal. We got no excuses. Don't be doing it real fast, and don't be doing it without oil. All right, we got 5 more to go. All right, kid, let's roll. Right, so we'll just use this piece here, just mark it up here. Let's see, go right there and right there. I like that. All right, so here's my hole, a little WD-40 to get started. And then you want to push really, really hard. You want to go low speed and make sure it's biting in there. All right, here we go. Also, I have it set on number 1. Alright guys, so yesterday when I took the braces off, it all pretty much fell that way. All 3 of these posts are plumb, and I'm not exactly sure if the metal just bent or whatever, but that one at the very end back there, like I don't even have a brace on it. So I'm hoping when I take this loose, it just racks back that way, but it went way this way. Like it needs to go back the way that the wind blew it, and if I take this brace off, it may just rack a little bit and give me right what I need. So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm going to knock this brace off and see what happens. I just wanted you guys to witness it. As I'm doing it, here we go. Guys, it don't get no much better than that. I think I'll take that, huh? So we'll put a brace right there, and all 4 sides will be plumb. We'll be good to go. I'm not sure if I should put one in the middle or not, just to be on the safe side. And if I have time, I think I will, because I do have another hole in there. Those are beams. All right, guys, it's about to rain, so I'm gonna get this camera underneath it. Get to work. Alright guys, so I got all 6 angle braces up. It's time to go take these 2x4s down and see what happens. Let's go. You guys saw that, right? I mean, it did sway just a little bit, but it held pretty good. I actually overdid it just a little bit, so when it came back, it would be a little bit closer to plumb than it was before we started. That I'm not going to complain about. I go over there and shake it, and it's pretty sturdy. So I'm going to stay with that and call that a win for today. Hey, if you guys enjoyed what you saw today, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so YouTube will let you know that we're putting these videos out. We got a lot more projects coming up, so you don't want to miss any of that. And if you guys enjoyed today's presentation, help us out by smashing the like button. I think that's going to do it for me on this one, guys. I really appreciate you hanging out with me this long. I know it took a while, but we got her done. I'll see you guys on the next one. Holla.